I can have a little distraction as a treat. Methinks. Anyways, welcome on in, everyone. It's time for more Chaos Child. We are starting chapter 6 since last time we finished chapter 5. We didn't get quite to the title card for chapter 6, so we'll be approaching that here. Because last time I happened to notice the quick save. It's like, I'm willing to bet we're on the next chapter now. And I was tired because I did Lethal Company with friends beforehand, so it's like, EP. Welcome on in, Flower and Peachy. I think those are the only active chatters I have right now across all the multi-streams. No, not this. Anyways, can I summarize chapter 5? Yes. Tuckeroo is confirmed a gigalomaniac. Shocking to us, definitely. But definitely genuinely shocking to him because, like, he doesn't know anything. But he's slowly learning. Will he get a D-sword faster than Takumi and Chaos Head? Probably not. I'm willing to bet probably not. But we shall see. Let's get back into it, I guess. November 6th, 2009, AD. Has it always specified AD? If not, that's very interesting. Actually, even if so, it's interesting that they're specifying that. Anyways, 10:28 p.m. It came without warning. You know what's serious when there's a movie, like an animated clip instead of anything else. CG helicopter. Zombies? Not quite. Welcome in, Alex, by the way. It was a magnitude 7.8 earthquake, with an epicenter directly under the city. This disaster reduced one of Tokyo's busiest downtown areas to nothing in a single night. The high-rise buildings that had birthed so many trends and fads collapsed, as if giving up— Wait, did I click new game instead of— Did I load the game? Hi, Aeon. I think I didn't load. I think I might have accidentally started a new game, and this is not the first time I've done that. How dumb can I get? That didn't look like an earthquake, that looked like the rapture. I mean... yeah, I didn't load. I'm so smart. Yeah, okay. I was thrown off because, like, yes, date. Okay, October 12th, 2015, Monday. We don't need a recap, more or less, of what happened in Chaos Head.
Hey,
is that the thing? The one that's really popular right now? What? Really? That's crazy. Oh, why the hell is that popular? It's supposed to curse you, right? Isn't that crazy? Come on, let's take one. Come on, that's crazy. It's crazy. No, senpai. Is that the thing? The YouTube mobile experience may actually be better than the Twitch one? Ooh. I like the sounds of that. That, like, if that's so, that would make it even more worth it to me to do the vertical streaming more. This is only my second time doing it, so... I did change how I had it from the first time, because last time I had myself and my guests on the top and the game on the bottom. But I think this is better with the game on top instead. Let me know what you think about it, Aeon, though. I don't mind moving things around for the next time. What thing? Huh? You haven't heard about them, senpai? The Sumo stickers. Sumo stickers? Oh, come on, you're joking, right? Don't tell me you've never heard of them. No, I seriously haven't. You don't know? You think it looks good so far? I'll take it. Seriously? They're really popular right now. Popular? The creepiest hell. No, I guess popular isn't the right word. They were found at the sites of those murders. You know, the weird ones. And stickers were? Why? I don't know why. But it probably means something, right? Sumo stickers, huh? They couldn't have picked a better name. Look, here's another sumo sticker. Wow, there are even more of them. Wait, what the heck are you doing? Aren't they kind of cute? Like if you put one on your back? You're kidding me, right? Cute? What's wrong with you? I'm telling you, they're really popular. Don't you think so? Get that thing away from me. It makes me feel sick looking at it, kind of. See? See? She says it makes her feel sick. No way, it's cute. Huh? What did you put on that? Oh, this? It's that sticker. Neat, huh? The not Crocs. Like I'm pretty sure the like alligator's like almost exactly how it is for the logo. And then just spelled with a Q instead of the second C. That's really funny to me. Oh, I like it. Right? This is gonna be the next big thing. Wouldn't it look cute on a t-shirt? No. But don't you think people would say it's inappropriate? Sure, but who cares? If we all wear them. Want to try and make some merchandise? That's a great idea. Like socks or something. It might be cute. Maybe I'll think about it. Sniff, sniff. What's up? Do you smell something burning? Oh, yeah. It happened here, I heard. What did? You heard about the person going around setting all the fires, right? The serial arsonist? Oh, yeah, I think I did. And it's supposed to be because of that cursed sticker or whatever. What's with that? Seriously. It's supposed to be the same as that last thing, right? The new gen madness, you mean? Yeah, that new gen. It's a copy of that. This is getting really bad. It should be you, man. No, the curse stickers again. It's always going to be the curse stickers here, Peachy. You missed me accidentally clicking new game instead of loading the game at the beginning, Peachy. You missed that excitement. I'm very smart and attentive. So as you can see, the dates of all these incidents match the dates of the original New Generation madness. Don't buddy me. I know I'm dumb. But my stupidity worked out in a mori last night. Were you there for that? Were you there for when I was dumb and it actually worked out? I don't remember. In case we needed supporting evidence for my bad memory. And people are asking what the connection might be. What are your thoughts on this? Well, it's safe to assume that there's some kind of connection. Okay, if you remember us mentioning it, you probably weren't there. But basically it was like the first night we were supposed to like go through the door to go into like the mind world, and I stabbed myself instead of going through the door. We got content because of it. So it worked out. Sometimes being a dumbass has its perks. Anyway. But at the moment, I think it's too early to assume that all these are the work of the same culprit. And why is that? The sumo stickers that were found at the scene can also be found everywhere in Shibuya. It should be relatively easy to find one. Thus, it's possible that someone left them at the scene to make it look like the same person was responsible for all the incidents. If I were just in this world as a bystander in Shibuya, I probably would be inclined to agree with the commentator here to some extent, because that does make sense to draw to that conclusion. It's like, oh, maybe they're just trying to frame the actual sticker maker. But since we're not in that world and we know stuff, it's connected. There's a video from a sticker's perspective. You don't get that shit if the stickers aren't connected to the murders, man. So, you think they're trying to confuse the police? Yes, that's what I think. Especially in an internet-oriented society like ours, information like that travels fast. It's possible that someone heard about the first case and decided to imitate it. I guess? And you're gonna pass the fuck out? Have fun with that, Aeon. Thanks for dropping by, though. I do appreciate it. And I'm glad that the YouTube mobile experience treated you well. Yeah, you have a good night too, Aeon. Eat well. And there's still a lot of mysteries to be solved here. I hope we get a chance to revisit this at a later date. Now, an update on a series of arson attacks that have been taking place in Shibuya, Tokyo. Shibuya. Chapter 6, Their Resistance. 1. Resistance of the Looming Past. October 12th, 2015. Monday. I can't believe there was something like that in the basement of AH Tokyo General Hospital, though. Shinjo Takashi frowned as he leaned back into the sofa inside the messy office. The Phrygia Credit Bureau was located on the second floor of an old multi-purpose building in Sakuragaoka. At this hour, the 20 or so desks in the room were mostly empty, but that didn't mean that things weren't busy. Research agencies like Phrygia did a lot of work outside the office. It was precisely because they were busy that there was no one here. Three people were having a serious discussion inside the empty office. Well, I can understand why you'd be skeptical. In front of him was the CEO of Phrygia, Momose Katsuko. Why would I waste my time lying to you? Kuno Satomiya was sitting further away from him, not even bothering to conceal her displeasure. It was clear she had no intention of being friendly with him. Well, I'm not saying that I don't actually believe you. I know there's a lot of weird rumors about that hospital.
それに
And now
こ
we've
うして
got
生きた
living
証人
proof
もいる
too.
ことだし
Shinjo looked at the other person on the sofa. It was a tiny little girl.
あの子が
She was really
本当に
taking
施
care
設
of
で
the
被害者た
patients
ち
in
の
the
世話を
facility.
ああ、
Yeah,
そうだ。
that's right.
今彼女から
I
事
think
情
we
は
can
聞け
get
そうか
anything
な
out of her now.
やってみて
And
も
you
い
can
いが、
try, but you might
失
just
望
be
するだけかもし
disappointed.
れないぞ。
え
Huh?
それがね、
Well, you see,
私、
I want to go back. Yeah, that's fair. Like, you were busy taking care of them. Like, she obviously cares about them. Sheesh.
お願い
Please,
します。
I want to go back.
私、帰りま
Please
す。
let me go back.
あそこに返してください。お願いします。
ずっとこの調子。
And that's all she ever
帰り
says.
たいの一
That she
点張
wants
り
to go back.
何を
She
聞
won't
いたって
answer
ろくに
any of our
話してくれやし
questions.
ない。
I mean, you blatantly kidnapped her. Put her back. Sheesh. Nakamin's Kalabok.
百瀬さんが苦戦
I'm
する
sorry
の
to
は
see you having a
珍しい
hard
な
time with anything Mose-san. Shinjo stood up and dragged an office chair over to the sofa the girl was sitting on. He sat down as slowly as he could, so as to not to scare her, and looked at her at eye level.
山添
Yamazawa
由紀
Yuki-kun, right? He tried to speak as softly as he could, but she still shivered at his voice.
怖がらなくていい
No need to be scared.
俺
I'm
僕
I'm
は
a policeman.
おまわりさんだ
Totally reassuring words.
おまわりさん。
I'm a policeman.
そうだ
Mm,
だか
that's
ら
right.
安
So
心していい
don't worry.
おまわりさんなら
If you're a policeman,
助けてくだ
then
さい。
please help me. I got kidnapped by these strange ladies.
もちろん
Of
だと思う
course. So
だから教え
first,
てほしいんだ
I want you to tell me who
君
locked
を
you
真
in
っ
that
暗な
dark
地下室に
basement.
閉じ込めたのは誰
私、
These
あ
people
の人に
kidnapped
さらわれ
me.
てきたんです。
Help me.
だから、
Send me back.
助けてください。元の場所へ返してください。
I did say that initially as a bit, but like I'm not surprised that she's actually saying that. Yamazoe Yuki looked at Kunosato-san, or just Kunosato, for just an instant, and then looked back to Shinjo, begging.
うん
これで私も立
So
派
I'm
な
a
誘拐犯
kidnapper, you
だ
see.
な。
Want to
逮
arrest
捕して
me?
みるか。
チャーチャーを入れないでく
Don't
れ
make this any more complicated.
なあウキ
Hey,
君
Yuki-kun.
何か
You
勘違
seem to be
いしているようだけ
misunderstanding
ど
things.
君は地下でひどいことをさせられてたん
You're
だ
being made to do
だか
terrible
らこ
things
う
in
して
that basement.
助け出されたんだ
And now
よ
you've been rescued. I don't think chopping her in the neck and taking her to some place without any sort of consent qualifies as being rescued.
ひどいことなんて何
There
も
was
あり
nothing
ません。
terrible about it.
私はただ
I was just
皆
helping
さんのお世話
everyone.
をしていただ
That's
け
my
で
job.
す。それが私の仕事です。だから
So I
戻ら
had
な
to
いと
go
いけない
back.
んです。
Everyone will have
私がいないと
trouble without me.
皆さんが困ってしまいます。
I'll explain why even a veteran like Momo-chan was having trouble. Jinjo looked at the two and shrugged.
参りました
I
ね
don't know what to do. Take her back? Sheesh.
でしょ
Right? Take her back, you dumbasses. God. This is not how you interact with people.
聞いた限りだと
From what
地下
I've
の環
heard,
境は
the
かな
things in
り
that
劣悪で
basement
すよ
were
ね
pretty bad.
普
I
通
wonder if a
女
normal
の子
girl
が
would
そんな
want
と
to
ころ
go
に
back
帰りたいっ
there.
て思うもんですかね
Bruh. Just bruh.
私ならごめん
I
こぶるわ
wouldn't.
ね。
Well, what we do
まあ、
here might be just
う
as
ちも仕
bad.
事内容の劣悪さじゃ負けてないと思うけど。
You literally kidnapped her, so no shit. That is all. Mostly troubled.
そいつの頭皮を見て
I
みた
took a
わ。
look at her scalp,
ロボト
and
ミー
there's
や
no
電気ショッ
traces
ク
of
の痕跡
lobotomy
は
or
ない。
electric shocks. I mean, fair, good to know. Wait, you can't. I would sure hope there's no sign of a lobotomy in her scalp. That's not how lobotomies work, last I was aware.
ちゃんと脳の検査をしないと
We won't know
断
for
定は
sure
できない
unless we
わ。
do a brain scan. But my guess is that she's been locked down there for so long that she simply stopped
自分の
questioning
境
it.
遇に疑問を抱かなくなってしまったんだろう。
And this is why disability rights are important, because dumb shit like this happens. Like, she's literally helping all these disabled people that otherwise can't fit in society normally, like...
虐待されてる子供と同じ
Same
か。
as an abused child, huh? No! Quite actually not.
ああ、
Yeah.
どうしたもんかな。
I don't know what to do. Jinjo looked back at the girl. Uno seemed as if she was about to cry, and started to scratch his head. How are these people scientists? Okay, well, first of all, one of them is a cop. So him being stupid checks out. Second of all, the other person, Momose, she's not a scientist either. She's a journalist. That helps the police sometimes, obviously. And then the only actual scientist here, Kusanado, she's a high schooler. That's all. As of now, the police had no reason to make a move on AH Tokyo General Hospital. None of the evidence he'd gathered had been acquired by legal means. Yeah, this girl also wasn't acquired by legal means. Take her back! He'd hoped that Yamazawa Uki's testimony would allow her to function as a whistleblower, but that was looking unlikely. Yeah, cause she was blatantly kidnapped, you fuck.
あ、そうだ。
No, right.
ウキ君、
Uki-kun. Do you know
この
this
少
boy?
年を知ってるね。
Chijo took out a smartphone out of his pocket. Why did I almost say wallet? Oh yeah, let me just take my phone out of my wallet. It was one he'd borrowed from the younger officers. He picked up Miyoshiro Takuru's photo from the ones he'd taken of the people involved at the Hekiho Academy photo shoot.
彼のスマートフォ
He
ン
says that you
を君
picked
は
up
拾
his
ったはずだ。
smartphone.
彼がそう証言してる。
その人な
I
ら
met him
何
several
回か会いま
times,
した。
but what's
でも
a
そのスマートフォン
smartphone?
って一体何ですか？
This section of building is abandoned on an official level, but filled with people we don't seem to have on the books or whatever. Could it be possible that they're homeless squatters? No, this is clearly evidence in favor of our conspiracy theory. Yeah. Like, I don't think they're squatters, to be honest. But they're definitely, like... They're all disabled, for sure. And thereby rejected by society. And definitely homeless, hence them being there, but...
は？
Huh?
何？
What?
その子ね。
She doesn't know about
最近の
anything
ものは
that's newer
何
than
も
a
知ら
few
ないわよ。
years old. Dijo thought for a moment, then pointed to his own phone. And this
これが
is a
スマホだ。
smartphone.
これと
He
似たよ
dropped
うな
something
も
like
のを
this,
彼が
and
落
you
とし
picked
て
it up.
君が
Do
拾
you
った。
remember?
覚えてないかな。
She looked at the phone in his hands and then nodded softly.
やっぱりそうか。
And I thought so.
で、
So,
それ
what
をどう
happened
した？
to it?
落ちていた場
I
所
put
に
it back
す
where it
ぐに
was
戻
right
しまし
away.
た。
戻
You
した？
put it back? You didn't
君
take
が
it
持っ
with
て行
you?
ったんじゃなくて？
持ってな
And I
んてい
wouldn't
き
do
ません。
that.
なんだ
Things
か
I
わか
don't
らないも
understand
の
are
は怖い
scary.
です。
Honestly, that's fair. Valid.
でも宮代
But
君によれば
Miyashiro-kun says
そ
that
の
he
スマ
got
ホ
a
から
call
電話
from
が
that
かかって
phone.
きたって言うんだ。
Wasn't it you who did that?
君がやったんじゃないのか？
Why are the creatures near me? Go away, dog. Like, at least don't be directly behind my chair. Like, that's asking to get hurt. You're thinking they're people that were abandoned by the closure of the project they were being used for? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the case.
Huh?
スマホとい
Smartphones
う
are
のは
machines that
そう
show
やって
pictures
写
like
真を
that,
見る機
right?
会じゃないんで
And
す
they
か？
can make calls
電話
too?
もかけられるんですか？
ああ
Mimose giggled a little. Shinjo glared at her, and then turned the phone around and brought up a number from the address book. He tapped the number. The phone rang for a moment, and then an extremely irritated voice answered.
はい。もしもし、
Yes,
有村ですけ
hello.
ど。
This is Arimura.
ほら
See,
こうやって電
you
話が
can
できる
make
んだよ。
calls with it.
な？
Chijo turned up the volume so that Yamazawa Uki could hear it. But she didn't seem to care. I mean...
そうで
I
すか。
see.
もしもし。
Hello. What is this about? If you don't have anything to say, I'm gonna hang up. I'm about to go to
私これからラン
lunch.
チなんで。
いや用
No,
なら
I
あ
do
るん
have
だ。
something to talk
しかも
about.
大事な
Something
用が。
important. Can you
悪い
help
んだけ
me
ど
with...
ちょっと力を貸し。
お断
No.
りします。
即答はないだろう。
At least let me finish.
ねえ、新庄
Listen,
さん。
Shinjo-san.
私
Am I
ってあなたの
supposed to be
恋
your
人かなんか
girlfriend or
ですか？
something? You're always
何か
calling
ってい
me.
うとす
It's
ぐに
kind
電
of
話して
lewd.
きて。いやらしい。
いやいやいや待って
No, no,
待
no,
って
wait. I didn't mean...
別にそういうつもりじゃ。
なら、
So you're a
ストーカー
stalker
ってことで
then,
いいですね
right?
よくない。
I am not.
困って
I'm
る
in
んだ。
trouble,
助け
and
て
I
くれ
need your
よ。
help.
うわ、出た。
That's what all the
女の敵の
bad
決まり
boys
文句。
say.
それでお
Then
小
you
遣い
beg me
を
for money,
お
or
金
make me
の
do
ために
weird
変な
jobs to
バイ
earn
トさせ
cash for
てくる
you.
んですよね。
You make me
最
sick.
低のダメ人間。
I love Arimura so much.
真面目に聞いてくれよ。
Be serious.
大切な
This is
話なんだ。
important. Please.
頼む。
Shinjo finally managed to quiet her down, and then told her about AH Tokyo General Hospital, Yamazawa Uki. And then he asked Uki a few more detailed questions, this time so Arimura could hear her responses. And as a result...
あどうだ
the
有村さん。
Arimura-san.
全部白
She's
です
totally clean.
真っ
She
白
didn't tell a single lie.
その子、嘘は一つもついてません。あと、
And she really doesn't know anything about these incidents.
本当に何にも
Do
知
you
らない
think
で
she's
すね
got something to do with the killer?
その子が
If
犯
so,
人と関
then
係
you're
あるとか
wasting
思
your
ってます
time.
だったらか
そっか。
I see. Shinjo's shoulders slumped when he heard that. He saw that Kunosato's did too. She probably thought that she could learn a lot of what happened, of what she wanted to know from Yamazawa Uki. Kunosato Kunosato frowned and looked up at the ceiling.
有村さん、助かった。
Thanks, Harimura-san.
ありがとう。
You were a big
今
help.
度なんかご
I'll
ちそう
take
す
you
る
to
よ。
lunch or something. Buddy.
は
Huh?
ぁそれって
Are you asking me
もしかして
out on
デー
a
トに誘ってるつもり
date?
ですか
Hell no.
だったら絶対に嫌なんですけど。
未成年を
If
デ
I
ート
took a
になんて
minor
誘
on
った
one
ら
date, I'd
警
lose my
察クビだ
job.
よ。
Anyway,
Ja,
talk to
tara.
you later. One could hope you would lose your job. That's all I'm saying on that one.
またって
What do you mean later? Stop calling me. How many times do I have to?
He ended the call before Arimura could say anything else. And finally, the room fell quiet. So you're taking Uki home now, right? Back to the hospital? No one spoke for a while. The only sound was Yamazoe Zuki mumbling, "I want to go home," and stared at her feet, as she stared at her feet, rather.
まあ、
Well,
その子に
we'll
関
keep
して
her
は
here for a
も
while
う少しう
longer.
ちで預かることにするわ。
For what? Take her back. Holy shit. Like, bruh, what about all the people she was fucking taking care of? They were already doing poorly as Gunasalta was taking her, let alone for who knows how long it's been since she's been away. Like, holy shit.
って言っても、
There's not much
食
you
事と
can
寝る
do
場所の
beyond
提供
give
く
her
らい
food
で
and a place to
大
sleep.
したことはできなさそうだけど。
She already has a place to sleep.
Momose stood up and rolled her tired neck. There was an unhealthy popping sound. Wow. It's actually very normal for your joints to pop and crack. Like, that's not... Like, unless her neck snapped, there's no unhealthy popping sounds that happen.
それでも十分助かります。
And it's still a big help.
あっちの方は
So we're going to have to start over from
一からやり直
scratch
し
at
か。
the H Tokyo General Hospital then.
一からっ
Not
てことはない
completely.
さ。
I'll try to
地下
come
施
up with
設
a
の
way
本
to do
格
a
的な
real
操
search
作が
of
で
that
きないか
underground
手を
facility.
考えてみる。
なんとかなるの？
Can you?
正
If you
式な
file the
手続きを踏ん
appropriate
だところで
paperwork, they're just
ま
going
た
to
どこか
pressure you
か
to shut
ら
it down
圧力
again.
がかかるわよ。
でしょうね。
I'm sure.
でしょう
When
ね
you're
って
sure,
あんた。
then...
そこら辺
Well,
は適当に口実を
I
で
can
っち
come
上
up
げま
with an
す。
excuse.
ダメな
If
ら
it
ダメ
doesn't
で
work, it
や
doesn't
りよう
work.
はあると
But
思
I
う。
think I can do something.
それにお天
And if
道
I can
様の
get
も
this
とに
into
さ
the
らしてし
public
まえば
side, I don't
い
think
く
they'll
ら
be
なん
able
で
to
も無視は
ignore
で
it.
きないでしょうからね。
ふーん。
I felt that in my collarbone. That's not... 0 out of 10.
なんです？
What?
何かお
Did I
かし
say
なこと
something
を言いました
strange?
か？
似てきたじゃ
And
ない
you're starting to remind
あの
me
人
of
に。
them.
そいつ
Is
は
that
喜
something I
んで
can
いい
be
んですか
happy
ね？
about?
どうかしら。
I don't know.
少なく
I have
とも
nothing else. You're
いい
probably
死に
in
方
for a
はしない
gruesome
わね。
death. Well, rest in peace, Shinjo. Now that she said it, it's definitely gonna happen. Oh boy, newscaster Watabe murdered. Another copy of the New Generation Madness? Or... Popular online journalist Watabe Tomoaki was murdered on the afternoon of the 10th at a school in Shibuya. The police have become more convinced that the killer in this case is the same as the other murders that are patterned after the New Generation Madness 6 years ago. Watabe visited the school to talk to the students, coughed up sumo stickers, and died when he went on stage. Watabe's stomach was filled with large numbers of the mysterious sumo stickers, and it is believed that these are what choked him. As the sumo stickers are seen everywhere on the streets of Shibuya these days, they seem to think it'll be impossible to track down where the killer found them. Watabe had previously pointed out the relationship between the sumo stickers and the other mysterious deaths that took place on the 7th, 19th, and 29th of last month. The police are assuming there's a connection here. Link. The dude's morbidly obese. No, his morbidly obese. Morbidly obese. And before this is a viral marketing scheme by the sumo wrestler people. Obviously the kids he was interviewing didn't. Morbidly obese. So, wait, we're calling this one morbidly obese? If you guys want to see a sumo sticker that bad, look in the freaking mirror. If you guys still want to see a sumo sticker... Right, I read that. There's a huge shadowy conspiracy involved in this. All the victims are people who tried to find out about the conspiracy. The ones behind it are also the ones behind the original New Generation Madness. They also eliminated the person who designed the sumo stickers. I bet the kids he was going to talk to are in danger too. So what, you're a sumo sticker truther? He's reading between the lines. God hath descended, Lamau. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Look at your ID, dude. 991? I don't get it. That has to be some kind of number pun I'm not getting. Cucuyate. Cucuy. Oh. Sumorbidly obese. Sumorbidly obese. This thread's almost 1,000 posts long. Why do you guys like sumo so much? Sumorbidly obese. Sumorbidly obese. This post's 1,000. I'm gonna win the next sumo tournament. Oh boy.
物体を動かす
The
力
power to move objects.
いわゆる
Telekinesis,
テレ
they
キネ
call
シス
it.
と呼ばれるもの
That's your power,
そ
senpai.
れが先輩の力です
僕の
My power.
さあ
Now,
念じてみてく
try
だ
and
さい
focus on it in your mind.
心の
Make it
中で
move.
念じる
Focus on it in my
心の
mind.
中で動け
Move.
動け
Move.
動け 動け
Move,
動け
move,
動け
move,
動け
move,
動け
move,
動
move,
け
move,
動
move.
け
Move!
Wow, look. The book on the desk.
マジかよ
Seriously, it's floating.
動い
It moved.
驚きました
I'm surprised.
これは私が
This
思
may
って
be
いた
more
以上の
powerful than I
力かもしれ
thought.
ません
Miyashiro Takuya
Miyashiro Takuryu. I've seen your power now with my own eyes.
この目でじっくりと見させてもらった
Looking it up, all you can find are Japanese lessons, New Balance shoes, and Porsche accessories. Interesting. You keep on hearing the Sakasata scream, I mean. He do be yelling.
久野里さん
Kunosato-san.
これからはその能力を
From
使
now
って
on, will you use your
私
power
の
to help
渋谷ニュー
Shibuya
スを手伝って
News?
くれないか
She wants me to help with Shibuya News?
私には
I need your power.
君の力が必要なんだ
Yes, with pleasure.
喜んで
That's great, Taku.
すごい
You're
じゃねえ
amazing,
か
Miyashiro.
ま
Well, of course, this is nothing.
Taku.
宮代
タクねえ
Come on,
タクったら
This is nothing.
大したこと大したこと
Nothing. Huh?
起きた
No, he's up.
ここ
This is my room. And then was that a dream just now? I looked at the clock. It was already well into afternoon and approaching evening. I see.
そうか
I remembered now. I know with Arimura and Kunosato-san at Cafe Lax, and they came back here late last night, still confused. After that, I got home and did some thinking. Then I did some research on the internet, and finally fell asleep about sunrise. Unless I was only getting up now.
ったく
Sheesh.
人が
Look
心
at me
配して
because
き
I
てやっ
was
たの
worried
に
about you.
気持ち
You're
よく
just
寝てやがる
peacefully
んだもん
asleep.
な
タ
Taku's
ク
so
はのん
relaxed.
きだね
What are you guys doing here? Surprise, I leapt out of bed.
なんだ
Oh,
っ
that's some
てご挨拶
crying.
だな君は
みんなタクを
Everybody
心
came
配
to
して
see you
様
because
子を
we
見
were
に来たんだ
worried.
よ
心配
Worried?
僕
About me?
なんで
Why?
だって
Because, well,
花ちゃん
you know, right, Hana-chan?
か和樹
Kazuki, you
お前まで
too? It was a tiny room, but I only just realized that she was here a second ago.
Hey, Taku, that's a mean thing to say. Hana-chan's been worried about you this whole time too, right?
And that was surprising. Kazuki was so worried about me that she'd come all this way out here. I figured no matter what happened, she'd still be sitting in the club room playing Gyuso too.
Come
Come
on,
on,
guys.
you don't have to get that worried.
でもよ
But you know, a lot
結構いろん
happened
なことあ
yesterday,
ったろ
right?
昨日
そうだよ。
That's right.
のんちゃん
Nonchan
も
was
気に
worried
してたよ。
No, no.
No,
Kurisu
Kurisu was.
うん。
Yeah.
まさか
You
昨日
didn't
の
tell
こと
her
ベ
about
ラベラ
everything
喋
that
ったりし
happened
てない
last
よ
night,
な
did you?
うん。
Sarika looked confused.
もしかして話したの
Did
か
you?
うん。
Yep.
例の能力のこと
And
を
the stuff about psychic powers too.
うん。
Yeah.
なんで言っちゃうん
Why
だ
did you
よ
tell her?
But
だって
because even if you hide
のん
things
ちゃ
from
んには
Nonchan,
隠し
she'll
事して
find
も
out.
バレちゃうんだもん。
Yeah, Kurisu was pretty sharp, and I couldn't imagine a girl like Sarika being able to hide anything from her. And I gave up and fell back into bed.
いけなかったかな。
Should I not have?
Sarika looked apologetic as she fiddled with her Garo Froggy strap.
いやいえ
It's fine.
話しちゃっ
If you
たものは
told
仕
her,
方が
there's
ない
nothing I can do about it now. True. Knowing Kurisu, she was probably really upset now.
で
So,
それでクルス
so
は
what
なん
did
て
she say?
あ
Oh, she said,
あ、
since she
私は
couldn't move
今
right
動け
now,
ないから、
she
代
wanted
わり
us
に
to stay
あ
with
なた
you.
たちがタクのそばにいてあげてって。
Oh,
そ
was
れだ
that
けか
all? Knowing
あいつ
her,
のことだか
she
ら
probably said a
もっ
lot
とい
more,
ろいろ言わ
right?
れただろ
Like, don't do
危険な
anything
ことするな
dangerous,
とか
or
能
psychic
力なん
powers
て
are
バカなとか
stupid,
なん
or
とか
something like that.
うんうん。
Mm,
そんなことなか
not
ったよ。
really.
だってあのクルスだぞ
But this is Kurisu we're talking about here. That can't be all she said. I love their little friend group as well. It's very good.
うんうん。
No,
それだけ。
that was all she said.
Or, what do you mean you've been trapped in a car? Are you finally en route home from your party, though? Like you've been wanting for the past 2-ish hours, I want to say. I'm also assuming traffic.
だよな
Right?
うん。
You're in the car on your way to your friends. I see, I see. I rubbed my eyes, still sleepy. Something didn't seem right.
ああそうだ
No, that's right.
昼間新
There
庄
was
さ
a
ん
call
から
from
電話あったぞ
Shinjo-san this
お
afternoon
前が探して
about
る
the
スマ
phone
ホ
you're
のことで
looking for. Oh. Nito slapped his hands together as if he just remembered something important. I quickly stood up. That was one of my biggest concerns right now. You're a bit far from home, so... I see.
新庄さんなんだって
What did Shinjo-san say? I really pressed Ito for more information. Shinjo-san had said he intended to spend the whole day getting information out of that Yamazawa Yuki girl. Thank you for the head pats. I love when head pats. I got so many head pats last stream. It was nice. I miss when you guys give me head pats unapologetically. Of course. I told him many times to ask about that phone, so he had probably got around to asking her. No, about
それがな
that. But the answer I got wasn't one I was expecting.
あの子は持って
She
ない
doesn't have it.
ああ一度拾ったけど
She said
す
that
ぐ
she
に元
picked
の
it
場所へ
up,
戻したそう
but
だ
put it right back down.
そんな言い訳
Didn't you just
新
unbelieve
庄さん
that?
信じたのか
Really?
有村が確
Unedited
認したん
checked
だ
it
と
out. She
嘘は
was
つい
telling
て
the
ないって
truth.
有村が
Unedited? Can I evade those taxes? IRS, this is a joke. As a serious answer, I don't think you can. I think they take the tax cut before it's given to you. I could be wrong, though. I guess it might depend on the lottery, too. Either way, it's for sure counted as taxable income, and that's why it gets taxed. Which meant that she wasn't lying.
じゃあ僕の
That
携帯から
weird call from
伊
my
藤に
phone
謎
to
の着信があったの
Yeah, they steal your money. Yeah, thanks government.
それも
She
彼
had
女は
nothing to
無
do
関
with
係だっ
it,
てさ
supposedly.
そうか
I see.
つまり
In other words,
スマホ
someone
を
else took my phone?
別にいるってことか
Then who had the phone in that picture? And how and why had they managed to use my phone to call us and threaten us?
とにかく
Anyway,
宮代
he
の
says
スマ
he's
ホは
going to
引き
keep
続き
looking
捜
for
索
it,
してくれるそう
so
だ
why not buy a new one for
だから
now?
さとりあえず新しいのを買ったらどうだ
Huh?
タクはね、
You're still the
や
club
っぱ
president
り
and our
私
leader,
たちの
right?
真ん中に
So
い
it's a
る
big
部
problem
長なん
if we
だ
can't
よ。
get in touch with you.
だからね、
We were
タク
worried
と
all
連
day
絡取れ
today
な
for
く
one
て困る
thing.
ことはいっぱいあるんだ。今日も一日中心配しちゃったし。あと、な
And
んちゃん
Nanchan
も
said it was
タ
really
クとお
hard when
話し
she
したい
wanted
時
to
に
talk
すご
to
く
you.
困るって言ってた。
I see. You're gonna skedaddle for now since you're with some buddies. Fair enough. Have fun, Aram. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. I'm the leader. It felt kind of embarrassing, but I knew that only these guys would say something like that. Yeah,
確かに今の
it's true that I won't be able to talk
何
to
が起こった
everybody
時
now if something
みんなと連
happens.
絡を取り合うことができないなわかった
Yeah, you're right.
早めに新しいスマホを手に入れるよ
I'll get a new phone soon. Sarika smiled happily.
で
So,
昨日の
what
話の
were you
続きなんだ
talking
けど
about
さ
yesterday?
宮代
続き
What
っ
were we
て
talking
ど
about
の話
yesterday?
の続きだ
久野里さん
The
の言っ
psychic
てた
powers that
能力だ
Kunosata-san
よ
was talking about.
本当にあり
Do
そ
you
うなの
think they
か
really exist?
ああそ
No,
れ
about that. I
わ
don't
からな
know.
いな
It seems a little
ちょっと
too
非科学的すぎる
unscientific.
し
I mean, I don't know, man. If you got the scientific explanation, your head would hurt.
でも最初
But
に
you
超
were the
能力
first
がど
one
うの
to
って
talk
言い出
about
したのは
psychic
宮代じゃなか
powers,
ったっけ
weren't you?
それは
Well,
お前には見えたんだよな
you could see that sword thing that
有村が出した
Aida
剣
had,
みたいな
right?
の
Yeah, it's cool.
ま
Well,
あ
I
見えるには
could.
見えたけど
I didn't mean a sword. I think she called it a D sword. Definitely looked real.
そいつが見えた
If
っ
you
て
could
こ
see
とは
it, that means
や
you're
っ
a
ぱお前は
psychic,
能力
right?
者ってことだよ
Kunosata-san
久
said
野里
so
さんもそう
too.
言ってたし
伊藤
You know, you
相
still
変わら
believe
ず
everything
久里さんの言うことは
Kunosata-san
信用
says,
するん
huh?
だな
Even after
あれ
what
だけ
happened
ひどい
to
目に
you.
遭わされたのに
She treated him pretty badly in the basement of the hospital. Maybe he was into that?
おいおい
Yeah, don't look at me
な
like
んだよ
that.
その目
It's not
は
my fetish or
俺は別
anything.
にそういう趣味はねえぞ
いや
No, Wait,
そういえば
you're
お前
always trying to piss
ク
off
ルスを
Kurisu,
怒らせる
aren't
ような
you?
こともよく言う
Are
よ
you sure that's not deliberate?
あれもわざとじゃ
うわ
Wow,
し
she
んちゃんっ
sounds
て
a
変
pervert,
態さんだ
huh?
ったんだね。
Stop it, guys.
お前ら
Anyway,
んな
we're
ことより
talking about
宮
Miyashiro's
代の
power
能
right
力の
now.
話をしてんだ今は
Nito dragged us back to the original topic. And that was definitely suspicious.
いや能力とか言われたって
I don't know about
自
any
分の意思で
psychic
使えたこと
powers.
なんてないしさ
I've never been able to use one when I wanted.
ラブホテルとか
Narimira
病
and
院の地下とか
Kunosata-san said that the locks of the
鍵を開けたのは
hospital
僕
and the
の能
love
力だ
hotel
って
opened because I
有
wanted
村
them
や久
to.
里さんは言ってたけ
But
ど
I'm not sure if I
半
believe
信半
that.
疑なんだ
The door to the hotel room might not have been locked to begin with. And the others might just be... I definitely fucked that up. Let's start over. The door to the hotel room might not have even been locked to begin with. And the others might all just be coincidence, right?
ちゃんと試して
Did
み
you
たのか
try it?
試す
Try it?
お
Yeah, I
だっ
mean,
てさ
you won't
や
know
っ
if
て
you
みなきゃ使
can
えるか
do
ど
it
うか
unless
わ
you
かんねえ
try,
だろ
right?
コツさえつかめ
It
ば
might be easy
案
once you
外
know
で
the
きるか
trick.
もしれないもんね。
Even the normally disinterested Kazuki was staring at me with curiosity. It was rare to see her like this. Maybe she was interested in psychic powers in the cult.
と
Let
そ
me
うだ
see.
な
それともタク、
Or did you try it on your own and it didn't work?
それで
If
ダ
that's
メ
the
だったと
case,
か？
that's too
だっ
bad,
たらしょう
but
がないけど。
違
No,
うよ
I wouldn't do
僕が
anything
そんな
that
バカ
stupid
げた
by
こと
myself.
一人でやるわけないだろ
I'm sure you would, buddy. I lied. Actually, last night, I tried it, and it hadn't worked.
じゃあやって
And
み
then
よ
let's try
うよ。
it. Come on. It's not going to
いいじゃ
hurt
ん
you.
減るもんでもないし。
けどやるっ
But
た
how
って
do I try it?
どうすれば
やっぱ
Maybe,
強
like,
く念じる
focus
とかじゃ
hard?
ね
And I tried that and it didn't work.
ほらほらタク、念じて念じて。
Come on, Taku. Focus, focus.
念じるって
Focus
何
on what?
そうだな。
Like, you know,
例えば、ほら、
I'm moving that book
そこに
there.
ある本を動かしてみるとか。
And now this is just like my dream.
わかったよや
Fine,
るよ
I'll
やっ
do
て
it.
み
I'll
る
try. But don't
け
get
ど
your
期
hopes
待は
up,
するな
okay?
よ
大丈夫大
I'll
丈
be
夫。
fine, I'll be fine.
5本。
Um,
それでは
let's see
挑
him
戦してい
take
た
the
だきましょう。
Miyashiro Takara-kun. Ladies and gentlemen, can he do it? Clap, clap, clap.
Suddenly, Sarika stood up straight and gave me an introduction and a round of applause. I had no choice but to stand in front of the book and get ready. I raised both hands slowly and concentrated. The funniest possible thing would be if he accidentally threw the book at his face because he concentrated too hard. We'll see what happens. Move.
動け
Move.
動け
Move.
動け動け
Move.
動け
Move.
動け
Move.
動け
Move.
動け
Move.
うわ
Move! I stuck my hands out quickly. And then, the pages of the book slowly started to...
やっ
It's
ぱ
not
動かない
moving,
ね。
だろう
Right.
だからできないって言ったんだよ
チェなんだ
Man,
つまん
that's
ねえの
lame. Come on, Kazuki. Don't punch the wall of my house.
I'm glad though, Taku.
Sariko opened one of my Mountain Views and smiled. I hadn't seen her take it from the refrigerator. Oh, I'll take one too. Sariko handed Ito the plastic bottle she was holding, and then took out 2 more from the fridge. She gave one to Kazuki. Hey, those were mine, guys. You better pay me back later. Oh, come on. Don't be so stingy. Dude just gotta buy a whole ass new phone. That shit ain't cheap. Not even in 2015. Living alone is expensive. Actually, I'll take one too. In my house, drinking my drinks, basically. And that was 4 bottles in total. I'd have to go pack a new bag. Let's try that again. I'd have to go buy a new pack.
Thank you.
Thanks. So, why are you glad? You just said you were glad.
Oh, yeah. Because... if you did have that power, it might mean your life was in danger, right?
My life would be in danger? After everyone left, Sariko's words repeated again and again in my mind.
If you did have that power, it might mean your life was in danger, right?
There's a chance that all of the victims of these murders, they were now calling them the return of the new gen madness, had psychic powers. That was the conclusion I'd reached as well. If I had the power that Kunosato-san and Arimura-san said I did, or just Arimura, rather, I could become a victim too. And Arimura had told me before.
You're going to be killed, Miyashiro Takuru-senpai.
Killed? Me? What the hell was going on? Normally, I'd be excited that my theory about psychic powers had been proven correct. But instead, why did I have to start worrying that they'd come after me? This doesn't make sense. For one thing, I couldn't use any psychic powers. See, I tried, and nothing moved. I focused, and nothing started floating. I knew for a fact that I didn't have any powers, so even if other people said that I did... But what if... What if the killer mistakenly thought that I did, the same way Arimura and Kunosato-san did? In that case, even if they were wrong, my life would still be in danger. No way, that's crazy. What was that sound? The door? Again. Was someone here? But others had just left, and there was no one else who would come here. No way. Could it be someone who wanted to kill me? No way. You're kidding, right? You gotta be kidding me. I can't use them. I don't have any powers. No. Stay back. Stay back. No. I'm not a psychic. I'm not. Despite my pleas, the door slowly opened. What? What's all the racket?
どうしたんだ
Ken-san?
おタク
Hey, Taku.
よ
We just
た
got
だいま
back.
帰ったぞ
Don't scare me like that. They staggered back and sat down on the bed.
せっかく例のもの
I
持
know
っ
it's
てきてやっ
nice
たっての
enough to
に
bring you your
さ
favorite
て
thing
は
soon.
女子
Oh, I
か
know.
と思って期
I
待
bet
し
you
て
were
おって
hoping I
ね
was a little girl, you know? No.
そんなん
Of
じゃないよ
course not.
まあまあ
No,
お前
not
く
the
らいの
way
年
it is
なら
with
誰
boys
で
your
もある
age.
こった
So here you
って
go.
わけでほれ
Genson tossed me an issue of Cool Cat Press, then stuck out his hand. To be honest, I didn't feel like it, but
500円でい
is
いの
500 yen enough?
毎度あり
Thanks for your business.
これで
Now
今
I
日
can
も
enjoy
う
another
まい
cold
ビールが
one.
飲めるってな
少しは
Why
貯
not
金と
try
かしたら
saving up?
バ
You
カ野郎
fool. A real man never saves up more money than he needs to get through the night. I mean, I guess I'm not a real man. Not that I have any savings accounts right now, but like, damn, dude.
いかたく
Listen up, Taku.
お前も
If you're a
男な
man,
ら
then don't be
ケチケチ
stingy.
すんじゃねえ
Not
ぞ
the girlies.
じゃないと女子には
Not the girlies.
わかったわか
Right,
った
right. Go home
今日はも
now.
う帰って
If you're a man, if you're a man.
とこら
Can you go away again, son? Thank you. I pushed Genson out of the room and shut the door. The room became strangely silent once more. The occasional passing of a train seemed exceptionally loud, but when it was gone, the silence returned. Yashir has been robbed plenty of times to learn not to have too much on him at once. Yeah, that's fair. But, I don't know. I feel like that's a different sentiment than what he was expressing. Shibuya Station was very close, but once you got even a little bit away from it, it became like this. Normally, I love the silence, but today, I felt a little lonely. Don't Look, How Do You Bleed, Revolving Dead, and now, Morbidly Obese. They all had stupid names, but they're all brutal murders. I do agree that all of them are dumb, but, like, Morbidly Obese takes the cake. I guess, pun not intended. I promise. And
If you did have that power, it might mean your life was in danger, right?
くそ
damn it, there's no way. I flipped open the new Cool Cat Press to take my mind off of it. The page read, "Polish your hidden talents to make girls love you." October 12th, 2015, Monday.
終わり
Okay, all done.
ありがとうユイ
Thank you, Yui.
悪いわねいいっていいって
It's nothing.
この姉には
You
い
always
つもい
do
ろ
so
いろ
much
任せっき
for
り
us.
なんだ
And
も
I'm
ん
not a kid anymore.
私だっても
So
う
you can
子供
count
じ
on
ゃ
me
ないん
when
だ
you
し
need me.
こういう時くらい頼ってよ
Yui smiled as she finished disinfecting the wound and applying the gauze. Nona was a little surprised to see her smile look just like an adult's. Yui and Yuto had come to Alba Dorm at almost the same time as Nono and Takaru. At first, they were still young, and it took time for them to get used to life here. But now, they were an indispensable part of the life at the dorm. Of course, 6 years have passed now, so perhaps that was only natural. I mean... That's right. People can get used to anything. As Nona thought that to herself, she then thought about how long 6 years truly was, and softly patted Yui on the head.
What is it, big sis? No, it's nothing. I just realized how much you've grown up. Where did that come from? I told you, it's nothing. I was just thinking about it.
And at the same time, she thought to herself, I have to protect this, no matter what. And things that she built up over the last 6 years. Her family. And...
Listen, big sis. Don't go running around and making it worse again, okay?
And the way Yui stood up when she talked was just like Nono did. It felt a little embarrassing to watch.
I'm sorry.
それにしても
And anyway,
タクル
what's
に
wrong
も
with
タク
Big
ルにだよ
Bro?
ね
How could he just
痛がっ
leave
て
you
る
when
の
you were
ね
in
を置いて
pain?
どっか行っちゃうなんて口では文句
And
ばっ
here
か
I
り言って
thought
て
that,
も
even
タク
though
ル
he
には
complained
本
a
当は優
lot,
し
he
い
was
人
still
だ
a
って
nice
思ってた
person
の
at
にさ
heart. I guess I was wrong.
そう言わない
Don't
であ
say
げ
that,
て
Yui. I'm sure that
タクル
Takeru
はタ
has
クル
his
な
own
りに
problems to
いろ
deal
いろあ
with.
るのよきっと
He sure do. He sure do.
いろいろって
Like what?
それは
Well,
Nono knew that Takeru didn't want to hurt her. Takeru was just struggling as hard as he could. Against the circumstances he found himself in, against the world. However,
わからないけど
I don't
いろいろ
actually
よ
know what they are,
いろいろ
but I'm sure that he does.
ん 変なの
That's weird.
he still didn't realize that sometimes. The only thing doing that brought was sadness. They kept Takuru's past a secret for his own sake. There was nothing to be gained from digging up the awful truths of the past. Takeru knew that. So why?
とにかくもう
Anyway,
しばらく安
you
静
need
に
to
して
stay
お
in
くこ
bed
と
until you
これはお
recover.
父さんから
That's
の
an
命
order
令
from
でもあるん
Dad.
だから
Got it?
わかったはいはい
Right.
返事は一回
Saying it once is enough.
はいわかりました
Got it.
よろしい
Very good.
Yui said the line that normally Kurisu would say, then left the room. Kurisu chuckled as she watched her go. And then she took her phone off the side table. A moment after she turned it on, the phone's wallpaper appeared. It was a photo of her family, her dad, Yuto, Yui, and Takeru, with a blank expression on his face. And it was one of her most important treasures. She stared at it for a long time, and then after a moment's hesitation, opened the photo gallery on the phone. And there was Takeru, mixed in along with the many of her other memories. He had the same flat look on his face, and it almost made her laugh out loud. At the very bottom of the gallery was a picture dated a long, long time ago. It was taken 6 years ago, just before the earthquake. There were 3 children in the picture. Nono, Kawahara, and one other. Suddenly, she heard a knock at the door. She quickly hid the phone behind her back.
のの姉ちゃん
Big sis, can I come in?
何
What is it?
お友達が来
Your
てるよ
friend's here.
お見舞
She
いだっ
said
て
she came to check on you.
友達
My friend?
ヤッホ
Hey there.
Sariko softly opened the door and came inside.
ー元気
Doing good?
元気だった
If
ら
I was doing
こうして
good,
寝
I
て
wouldn't
ない
be
から
laying in bed like this. Fair point. Can't argue that.
ああ、そっか。
Mm,
じゃ
right.
あまた
I'll
にす
come
る
back
ね。
another time then.
冗
I
談よ
was
冗
just
談。
kidding. You can come in.
うん。
Okay. Sarika came inside, moving a little more carefully and softly than she usually did. She sat down next to the bed.
お茶
should I
とか
bring
持っ
something
てき
to
た方がいい？
Oh,
いいよ。
it's fine.
お構い
Don't
な
worry
く。
about me.
ありがとう、ゆうと。
Thank you, Ito.
うん。
Okay.
じゃあ。
Bye.
へへへ。
Cute. Sarika smiled as she watched the door close.
何？
What is it?
ゆうとくん
I
も
was just thinking
しっ
about
かりしてき
Yuta-kun
た
really
な
grown
ー
up.
って。まだ甘えん坊
Well,
だけど
he
ね。
still needs to be coddled at times, though. Yuta was shy, particularly around people older than him, but he seemed to be okay with Sarika. Though that was probably because Sarika had been around Takaru for so long.
それで、
So?
え？
Huh?
ここに来た
The
理
reason
由
you
よ。
came here?
お見舞い。
To check on you?
怪我の具合なら
I
電話
told
で
you
も
how I
話し
was
たで
doing
しょ？
on the phone, you know.
なのにわざ
So
わ
why
ざ
did
来
he
る
come
なんて。
here regardless?
やっぱ
I
のん
guess
ちゃ
I
ん
really
には
can't
か
fool
な
you,
わないな。
Monchan.
当たり
Of
前。
course not.
で、
So,
どう
what
した
is
の？
it?
うん。
Well,
ちょっとね。
I was just thinking that
の
you
んち
were
ゃんの様
acting
子
kind
がお
of
かしい
weird.
なって思って。私が？
I was?
うん。
Yeah.
電
You
話の
sounded
声
pretty
が
down
ね、
over the
元気
phone.
がないなって。何
What
言っ
are
て
you
るの？
talking about?
怪我し
I
てるんだ
got
から
hurt.
元気がない
Of
のは
course
当
I'm
たり
not
前で
feeling
しょ？
well. Yeah, I can't dispute that either.
それはそうなん
That's
だけ
true,
ど、
but I don't know how to
なんて言っ
describe
たらいい
it.
かな。とにかく
I just thought something
変だ
was
なっ
off
て
in a
思った
different
の。
way. So I
だから
came by.
来たの。セリカ。
I guess I really can't fool you either, Luna thought to herself.
のんちゃん？どうしたの？
What's wrong?
具合
I'm
悪
not
い？
feeling well?
ううん。
No,
そうじゃ
that's
な
not
い。
it. That's not
そう
it.
じゃないの。
It's just...
ただ、
Nono hesitated for a moment, and then slowly took the phone out from behind her back. And there's only one thought in her heart. I have to protect everyone. And that was all. If she couldn't change things, they'd be put in danger. Takuru. Her family, the rest of the newspaper club. So Nono made her decision. What she couldn't say until now. What she didn't say until now. She would tell everyone.
のんちゃん？セリカ、
Sarika,
言
you
ってたわ
said you
よ
saw
ね。
information about a girl
例の
named
病院の地下で、
Minamisawa Senri in that hospital basement.
南沢
Right.
千里っていうこの情報を見たって。うん。
Yeah,
これ、
look at this. It was the picture Nono had been looking at a moment ago. And it was Kurisu Nono, Kawahara Masashi, and one more child.
のんちゃん。
No-chan, this is...
Alright, let's take another look at what we know about these sumo stickers. These stickers first started to appear around the city in 2007. We don't know who put them up or why.
果たして誰が何のために貼り始めたものなのか詳しいことは分かっていません。
It said that they were simply a prank, or that they have some kind of spiritual or religious significance, but neither of these theories are anything more than rumors. But the majority opinion online is that these stickers have been appearing in such large numbers lately because they contain some sort of message. We'll ask our guest, who is familiar with youth subculture. Here too. It's eerie that we don't know who's doing it or why. And here. When you look at the design of the stickers themselves, every channel I looked at was talking about the sumo stickers. The world was talking about the sumo stickers a lot more than I expected them to. Everyone was getting excited over old news and old theories. But none of them had reached the same conclusion I had yet. Well, of course they hadn't. It was way too far-fetched. But a while ago, I'd been confident. I'd been sure of my theory. And Colonel Salta-san and Arimura had confirmed it. But I didn't believe in it anymore. Or more specifically, I didn't want to believe it. Because if those powers existed, it meant that I might become a victim too. I might eat my own hand, or rip open my stomach and shove a speaker inside, or have my head ripped off, or get my stomach filled with pieces of paper with faces on them. I might meet the same end as all the others. The sliced arm. The bloody stomach. The severed head falling off its neck. Eyes that wept blood. A wide-opened mouth. The sumo stickers pouring out of it. If that happens to me... No. No, 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 no! No! No way. I don't want that, no! Let's take another look at them. These are what people call sumo stickers. A close-up of the sumo sticker appeared on the screen as the announcer spoke. And the instant I saw it, I leapt up from my chair, hallucinating that all the nightmares I'd seen so far were being rebooted and attacking me. I closed my eyes so that I couldn't see the sticker. And one theory says that a student in a design school started putting them up as a form of creative expression, but whatever the reason, it's been nothing but a huge nuisance ever since. I fearfully opened my eyes and tried to catch my breath. The sticker on the screen was still staring at me with its creepy face, but nothing had happened to me. That's... a fake. It's seen the 11th Rorschach, I think. Fuck that word in particular. Image in the basement of that hospital. That was the real sumo sticker. And had a terrifying effect on me. Wow, I got it. Praise me. Praise me, praise me, praise me. Give me head pats for my hard work and memory. Yay. Yay, head pats, let's go. I don't remember if I read this
got so distracted with asking for praise. And it had a terrifying effect on me. But many of the stickers that were showing up around town were fakes, put up by people hoping to be a part of the latest fad. They had no effect at all on me. Don't scare me like that, damn it. What's wrong? Sariko jump scare. I'd finally calmed down, so when I suddenly heard a loud voice next to me, I jumped up again. Are you okay, Taku? What do you mean you lost track of where the room is? I recognized the voice, but I still fearfully turned around. Hey, what happened? Wait, no way. I suddenly felt so tired that I almost dropped straight to the ground, but I managed to stop myself. What the hell are you doing? That's what I want to know. You screamed so loud that everyone outside could hear you. All the neighbors are scared for you. I was doing voice training. Really? Sariko looked at me, worried. But Taku, you're so pale, and you're sweating badly. Sariko took a handkerchief out of her pocket and tried to wipe away my sweat. It's fine, I'll do it myself. I grabbed the handkerchief from her and scrubbed the sweat off my forehead. I'll wash this and give it back to you tomorrow. Mound? Cat. Sir. You don't need to worry about it. I don't think your sweat is especially dirty or anything. You should. So anyway, what do you want at this hour? I put the handkerchief in my pocket. Her face took on a much more serious expression than usual as she slowly began to talk. I want you to talk to Non-chan and hear her out. Kurusu? No, right now. She said she wanted you to come by Alba dorm after school tomorrow. But honestly, I think she actually wants to talk to you right now. Is it that important? Yeah, I could tell you, but Non-chan says she wants to tell you herself. I see. Sariko never took anything this seriously. It must have been something important. It really must have been. Okay, I missed a word, it's okay. Alright, I'll go over there right now. I added a word there. Okay, that's my Taku. Oh, he's so nice. She grinned and giggled a little, then grabbed the handkerchief out of my pocket. Don't worry. I'm just going to enjoy the smell of your sweat. Don't say that. See you tomorrow. Very normal, yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's just teasing him. She squeezed her Garo Froggy strap to say goodbye, then spun around and left the RV. Sheesh. I watched her go until she was out of the park. Kurusu wants to talk about something important. And as soon as she was gone, I tried to think. What could she want? Did it have something to do with what happened? The idea scared me a little, so I got ready as soon as I could and left the RV. I hurried down the usual route I took to Alba dorm, but... something was different. Something wasn't the same as it had been before. Something was wrong. I didn't notice anything different when I came down here on my way home from school. So what was this strange, dissonant feeling? The real ones. The walls, the fences, the streetlights. Stickers were staring at me from all directions. And all of them were real. Not one of them was fake. It's that eerie 11th Rorschach image. And scenery in front of me suddenly warped and twisted. I felt the Mountain View I just drank coming back up my throat, and I tried my hardest to keep it down. No, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm not psychic. There's no reason for you to come after me. No, even if Arimura and Gunasato were right, and I did have some kind of power. It was only a tiny little power, which I couldn't master and wasn't even good for anything. So there's no point in coming after me. Leave me alone. What was that sound? It sounds like a cat in heat. No, wait. Is this the sound of a baby crying? But there shouldn't be any babies in this park. So what the hell is that sound? Immediately after I thought that, all the stickers that were staring at me smiled. And then slowly, their eyes opened. No. No. I ran as fast as I could, not caring where I went. I just needed to escape from the 11th Rorschach somehow. But... no matter where I went, no matter where I went, here and here and here. There were so many of them. Were there really this many sumo stickers in Shibuya? How did I never notice before? Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Please just stop. No matter where I went, it was like they were just following me. I had no idea how long I'd been running from the phantoms of the sumo stickers. But no matter where I ran, the entire city of Shibuya was covered in sumo stickers. And each time I saw one, I felt sick and dizzy, as if I was going to throw up. Add that to the exhaustion from running, and I was barely able to keep standing. And just when I'd reached the conclusion, now there was nowhere left in Shibuya for me to rest anymore. I saw a silhouette crouched in an alley. It was a person clutching their arms to their tiny body. They looked like a stray cat. It was so different from the girl I was used to. I initially thought I just mistook her for someone I knew. But when she looked up, I realized that it was actually her. Arimura.
宮代先輩。
何してるんだ
What are you
よ
doing
こんな
here?
ところで。
ちょっと
I don't
気
feel
分が
good
悪くて、
because of those.
あれのせいで。
Arimura pointed behind her, but didn't turn around. But that was enough to tell me what she was pointing at.
力士シールか。
Sumo stickers.
そっか、
I see.
先
You
輩も。
too, senpai? Huh?
先輩
You
も
look
ひどい顔
terrible,
してる。
senpai.
ダメなんでし
You
ょ。
can't bear to
あれ
look at them, can you?
違う。
No,
僕は
I...
僕は
I didn't want to admit it. If I admitted it, that would mean that I had a special power like Arimura, that my life would be in danger. And that would mean that instead of me going after the case would be coming after me.
なんだか急に
Is it just me?
数が増えた
Or
と
are
思
there
いま
more
せ
of
ん。
them all
あ
of
れ
a sudden? Arimura's voice was so soft that it was hard to hear her.
今
And they're talking
テレビ
about
なん
it
か
on
でも
TV
話
a
題になっ
lot
てるか
right
ら
now. So I'm
長
sure all
尺
the
度まで
wrong
寄って
siders
た
are
かって
sticking
張り
them
ま
up
くってるんだ
everywhere.
きっと。
しかも
Not
偽
just
物
the
だけじゃな
fakes,
くて
the real stickers
本物の
too.
シールまで
It's really annoying.
迷惑です。
まったくだ。
You said it. I
そうい
think
う連
people
中は
like that
す
are
ぐに飽き
going
ると
to
は思
get
う
sick
け
of
ど。
it soon, though.
だと
I
いいんです
hope
けど。
so.
とりあえず
Anyway,
青
let's
葉
go
医
to
院行
Alba
こう。
Clinic.
僕やクル
And
ス
that's
が
the
育
care
った養護施
facility
設
where
だ。
Kurisu and I grew up.
そこなら診察
There's
室
an
があるから
examination room there.
具合が悪くても
So even
休
if
める。
you're not feeling well, you can get some rest.
はい、
Right.
すいません。
立てるか。
Can you stand?
それくらい
I
は
can't at least
でき
do
ませ
that
ん。
much on my own. She forced herself to smile, then ignored my outstretched hand and stood up by herself. Getting to Alba dorm was a miserable experience. I could feel the influence of the sumo stickers increasing with every step I took. Are
大丈
you
夫
okay?
か。
はい。
Yes. So she said, but she didn't look good. And I wasn't in a position to be worrying about anyone else either.
早く。
Hurry, just get to Alba dorm. That was the one thought that drove me forward. But suddenly, she appeared before us. A woman It was a woman with a strange presence. If we'd been on one of Shibuya's typically crowded streets, I doubt I'd ever would have noticed her. But on this empty street, she was impossible to miss. Her long hair covered most of her face. And because the streetlight was behind her, I couldn't read her expression at all. But I could see the strange hungry light that shone from her eyes through the thick hair that otherwise concealed her features. It was a dark light, one that somehow brought a deeper darkness, not illumination.
Senpai.
Animita's voice was shaking. He realized how strange this woman was too. And then my eyes met hers. And the next instant, she laughed, or so it seemed to me. Her laugh was empty, but at the same time, somehow satisfied. It was a laugh like evil itself, and was nothing like I'd ever heard before in my life. And then, in a raspy, unpleasant voice, she spoke. I knew she was gonna say that. I found you. This girl is bad news. You don't say, buddy. Alarm bells went off inside my mind. Bad. This is bad. Bad, 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 bad. My knees started to buckle. My instincts told me that she was dangerous. Unedited was staring at the woman, not moving a muscle. She probably couldn't move even if she wanted to. It was like we were paralyzed.
Senpai.
That woman. Unedited barely squeezed out the words. I think she's a psychic.
能力者です。
Psychic? I didn't want to admit it, but just looking at the woman in front of me was enough to dash all my hopes. Psychics are real. This woman, her very existence was enough to make me believe. Harimura. What is it? What's her power? Murder. I didn't know about any other Gigaliomaniac's powers besides Adimuta's. But for what I'd seen so far, some of them were a lot more dangerous than the ability to tell when someone was telling the truth. There have been more types, for instance, ones that could be used as weapons. And there was no doubt in my mind that this woman had that sort of power. Damn it. If I had known this was going to happen, I would have done more research. It didn't matter whether I believed or not. How could I not have the information I needed at a time like this?
Harimura.
I don't know either.
テレパシーなの
It
か
could be telepathy, it could
Precognition
be
なのか
precognition,
Clairvoyance
it could
な
be
のか
clairvoyance, but
ただ
Unedited eyes were fixed on a single point. She probably couldn't look away.
あの人の能力
I
は
think
も
her
っと危
power is
険
more dangerous.
人
Her
に
power
害
is
を与
something
える
that can
力
hurt
だと
people.
Yeah, so like I said, murder. Let's go. I love when I'm right with jokes. The woman started sluggishly walking toward us. Slowly. Slowly. I finally realized that the reason she seemed to be off balance as she walked was because she was dragging one of her legs. Maybe she'd injured it. Or maybe it never worked right to begin with. She approached us one step at a time, as if enjoying our fear. She took another step. A horrible smile was frozen on her face. Her eyes were looking straight at us, as if she didn't want to let her prey escape. I have to get out of here. But my body wouldn't move. My body had turned to stone, like I'd been stared at by Medusa. And then suddenly, the wind blew. The woman's long hair flew up, and I could see just a little bit of her face. Arimita gasped. The woman had been terribly burnt. Her face was covered in horrible burn scars. The smile disappeared from her face. Instead, it was replaced by rage. And there's nothing there but burning rage and the color of anger. She slowly brought her hands up, and then pushed them out toward us. Ah. Narimita screamed and pulled my hand as hard as she could. Oh yeah, the serial arsonist, huh? The pillar of flame sprung up right where I was standing. There was a blast of heat and the awful stink of burning asphalt. A burning pain ran down through my cheek as the heat struck it. What was that? But pyrokinesis. Oh, this is a cool CG. This is definitely gonna be the thumbnail. She waved her arm. At the next moment, the space in front of me was a sea of crimson flames. Arimita and I tried our best to get away from the fire. I knew that meant the ability to create fire. If I remembered right, it was a word created by a famous novelist. All over the world, there were historical records of unexplained fires breaking out for no clear reason. Spontaneous human combustion, where a human body would suddenly burst into flame. One form those incidents took. Okay, I can read. You just gotta let me have a moment. Of course, spontaneous human combustion was considered pseudoscience, as most scientists believed those incidents were actually caused by static electricity, or electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic waves, you say? And now, real pyrokinesis was happening right in front of me. Senpai, why are you just standing there? Huh? The next thing I knew, the woman was stretching her hands out toward me. I rolled around the ground with Arimita at almost the exact same moment the fire exploded outward. The smell of burning hair stung my nostrils. No, my hair. There's no time to worry about that. I kept moving away, only barely dodging the burning flames. Pillar after pillar of fire appeared behind us. It looked like the flames had spread to a bike and some garbage that were lying by the roadside, but I didn't have time to check. The one was getting closer, dragging her leg as she walked. I tried to grab her hand and run, but... The fire appeared right in front of us, and as we tried to dodge it, we both lost our balance and fell to the ground. The planter next to us was on fire. I looked up as the footsteps got closer, and saw that the woman was right on top of us. She's going to kill us. That was what was going through my mind as I was lying there, frozen in terror. This wasn't an anime or a movie. This is reality. The pain from where I'd hit my leg when I fell, the pain from the burns. All these flames, the smell of melted asphalt. It was all real. Konosato-san had said that the Giglomaniac's powers came from delusions. And not just any delusions. These delusions affected the brains of others, and through being shared, they became reality. The delusions of Giglomaniacs, and the shared reality they create, are capable of altering the physical world itself. And that's what makes them so dangerous. Yes, and because of that, impossible pyrokinesis was happening right in front of me. And that power was going to kill me and Arimura. Delusional flames would become reality, and in that reality, we're going to be burnt to death. No one slowly pointed her hands toward us. Maybe I was imagining it, but the air around me seemed to grow hotter. No. I don't want to die. I don't want to be roasted to death by these flames. No, I don't want to die. No. No, no, no. I don't want to die yet. A bigger spiral of flame than any we'd seen before appeared before us, but at the same time. Gasp. D-sword spotted. Something strange appeared on the corner of my eye. Frighteningly sharp, but also frighteningly fragile. Finite. Phantasmal and real. Like all the ugliness and beauty in the world had been compressed into one object. And it was a D-sword. That's sick as hell, dude. Gimme. It was clearly a different shape than Arikmita's, but still, I could see it. But since I didn't know how to summon it, I just desperately struck the woman with every delusion I could muster. I imagined the sword slicing through her flames, and flung that image at her with my delusions.
And the burning fangs that threatened to engulf the two of us exploded. And then the fire danced like a snake. It flew in a straight line toward the woman who had created it. And the fire turned into a spiral that leapt at her. She fell over in shock.
Senpai!
What was that? Was that my power? Well, I hadn't been looking. My D-sword had vanished from my vision. Senpai, let's get out of here. Animita suddenly fell silent. I turned to see what she was looking at. As the air rippled from the smoke and heat of the flames, the woman slowly stood back up. And guessed at the color of her eyes. The fire that had been there a moment ago was gone. The light that burned with hatred was gone. No, it was only ice. Her eyes were ice, frozen, emotionless, and piercing. Narimiri and I couldn't move. Slowly, with an unsteady rhythm, the woman approached us. And then she stopped a few steps away. Smoke was rising off a garbage bin behind us. The planter next to us was making crackling noises from the heat. There was nowhere to run before us, behind us, or anywhere else. I couldn't even hear the bustle of the town, but the beating of my heart sounded even louder. The sound of my saliva running down my throat, the sound of my breathing, the sound of my blood flowing through my veins. All those sounds were proof that I was still alive. But soon they would be gone. They would all disappear. Inside those burning flames. No. No. My legs shook. My eyes blurred with tears. Please. No. I don't want to die yet. I could barely speak. But the woman's expression didn't change, not even a little. And as she raised her hand toward me, I closed my eyes. I'm about to. Huh? I slowly opened my eyes. And then the woman was gone. Were we saved? All the strength drained from my body and I collapsed to the ground. I thought I was a goner. I thought she would kill me for sure. No, until a moment ago, she was definitely going to kill me. I could tell from her eyes. They were cold, without a trace of doubt, uncertainty, or hesitation. So why has she suddenly disappeared?
Arimura.
I looked up and saw that Arimura was standing there, staring at the spot where the woman had disappeared.
先輩
What's wrong, Arimura? Is there something else?
まだ何か
No, that's
そうじゃ
not
ない
it.
んです
It's just...
ただ
ただ
It's just...
怖くて
I'm too scared to move.
動けない
Fair.
ここ
Is
ですか
this it? Oh boy, hydrate. Well, I don't know. Don't forget to water your streamers. Please. That's all. Princess Guardian Animita. I don't think he has the physical strength for that.
と
I
とりあえ
think
ず
we should be safe
こ
here.
こなら平気だと思う
You're really invested in the story? Me too, but my throat hurts. So I needed to drink beverage. After the attack by the pyrokinetic woman, I finally got into Alba dorm with Arimura. Blah, 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 blah. It's time to drink water. So true. Right, I guess even if I do end up getting monetization on YouTube with like the memberships and stuff, YouTube doesn't have silly little redeems like Twitch does. Skill issue. YouTube needs to work on that. I could probably get treatment for my burns here.
閉まってる
It's closed, huh? The front door was locked. I've been so busy running that I'd forgotten how late I was. It was.
鍵まだ
I hope
隠
the
してある
key's
とい
still
いけ
where
ど
it used to be. I've been given a key to the dorm, but I didn't usually carry it on me. But back when I'd lived here, there was a spare key hidden on the grounds. I decided to look for it.
あった
There it is. Fortunately, the key was right where I remembered it. Part of me thought it wasn't a good idea to leave it in the same place all the time, but today I was grateful for that. You can sit there. As I went into the exam room, Artemida still stood hesitantly by the entrance. I motioned for her to sit in the exam chair.
その
And
怪我の治療だけど
ご心配なく
don't worry,
これくらいなら自分でできますから
そう
I see. Good. I'd gotten a little used to it, but I still didn't like the idea of touching her skin.
あ
No,
あ消毒
you
液とか
can use this
こ
as
れ
a
使って
disinfectant. I got some medicine, some cotton wool, and some adhesive bandages off the shelf and handed them to her. Since this was a clinic, a lot of the medicines were for use by professionals, but they were labeled in clearly written Japanese, so there was no way I could screw them up. Every time a new drug came in, it was Kurisu's job to make the label and stick it on. She always said that if she didn't, Yui, Hito, and I might take some by accident. She'd always been the type to worry about things like that. I'd always been told to make sure to straighten my shoes up when I took them off, or not to put my socks in the laundry inside out. She made me help with a lot of the cooking too, didn't she? Why am I thinking about that now? I shook my head, shocked that I was thinking about those things when something much more important was going on.
宮代先輩は
Miyashiro-senpai.
ここで
Is this
ク
where
ルス
you
先
lived
輩
with
たちと一緒に
Kurisu
暮らしてるん
senpai
で
and
す
the
か
others?
Disinfectant must have stunk because she was wincing.
暮らしてたんだよ
And they used to,
少し
until
前
a
ま
little
で
while ago.
じゃあ
And
今
then where do you live now?
今は
No,
別
I
の場所
live
で
by
一人で
myself
暮
in
らして
another
る
place.
一人暮
You
らし
live
で
by
すか
yourself, huh? I'm jealous.
いいですね。
まあね
I guess.
有
And
村
what
は
about you? I hadn't really meant anything by it. That was just where the conversation was leading.
知りたいですか
Do you really want to know?
あいや
No.
言いたく
If
な
you
いな
don't
ら
want
い
to
いん
tell
だ
me,
けど
that's fine.
いいですよ
I don't mind.
別にそれくら
I
い
live with some relatives.
私は親
My
戚の
family
家で
lives
暮ら
kind
し
of
て
far
ます
away.
実家ちょっと遠いので
そ
Let me see. And she was jealous of me living alone. Did that mean that she wasn't getting along with her relatives?
あ
No,
言って
just
お
so
き
you
ます
know,
けど
I'm not being
別に
abused
親
by my
戚の家で
relatives
い
or
じめら
anything
れて
like
ると
that,
か
okay?
そういう昭和のドラマみたいなことはないですから
Hmm. Huh?
いえ
No.
変に
I
誤解
just
され
didn't
て
want
も
you to
嫌
get
だ
the
なと
wrong
思って
idea.
別に
I
誤解
didn't.
なんてしてない
やっぱり思
So
っ
you
て
did,
たんですね
Right, she could tell when he's lying. That's right. She had that power. Sharing the braid cell with Taku, don't mind me. Her knowing if I was telling the truth or not made things difficult.
でも
But it's probably difficult for Arimura to know that someone was really thinking whether she wanted to or not. And that sort of explained how she acted at school. Unless she kept things on a superficial level, acting like a goofball and telling jokes, she knew what everyone really felt, and it would crush her.
はい
Okay,
終わりまし
all
た
done.
先
Your
輩も
turn,
どうぞ
senpai.
あ
Okay. Since Arimura seemed to have finished, I sat down in a chair to take care of my own injuries. And at the same time, the door in the back slowly opened.
誰
Who's there?
タクル
Takura? Is that you?
Oh.
Oh no. I'd hoped that Kurisu would be asleep. Not originally. I'd been coming here to talk to her about something important. But after the pyrokinetics attack, I decided against it. If she saw me injured like this, she would have worried, so I'd planned to talk to her tomorrow instead.
何か音
I
が聞
heard
こ
a
えるから
noise,
気
so
に
I
なって
came down to check.
こんな時
What
間
are
に
you
どう
doing
し
here at this hour? And then she realized that there was another girl in the room.
有村さん
Arimura-san.
そのお邪魔してます
違うんだ
This isn't
こ
what
れ
it
は
looks like. I wasn't out on some kind of weird late night date with her, and then we got into a big fight where both of us got hurt. But before I could say something which would probably make her more suspicious, Kurisu saw us both and went pale.
二人とも
You're both
怪
hurt.
我してるじゃない
これは
This is... I knew this was coming. Her own injury hadn't healed yet, so when I saw how worried she looked, it pricked at my heart. I can read.
貸して
Give those to me. Huh?
手当て必要
You
なん
need
でしょ
someone to treat those injuries,
いい
right?
から貸しなさ
Give
い
me the medicine.
あ
No. Kurisu grabbed the medicine I was carrying and started to patch me up.
いやいやもう
No,
大
we're
丈夫
fine.
っす
I
よ
already did it
私は
myself.
もう自分でそんな適
You
当な
have
処
to
置
do
じゃ
it
ダメ
correctly.
後
What
に
if
な
it
ったら
leaves
ど
a
うす
scar
るの
behind?
でも
But
でもは聞き
no
ません
buts, understood?
分かったわねはい
Okay. Kurisu's no-nonsense attitude was enough to overwhelm even Arimura. She sat still and let Kurisu do whatever she wanted. Once she was finished, she started on me.
で、
So,
何があったの？
what happened?
ああ、
No,
それは
what was I supposed to tell her?
できるだけ
I should probably
驚
try
か
to
さない
find
よ
a
うに
way
伝
to
えるべ
say
き
it
なんだろう
won't,
けれど
that it won't scare her.
私たち
We were attacked.
襲われたんです。
ってストレート
That's
す
way
ぎる
too
だろ
blunt,
アニメ
Arimura. Arimura came straight out and told her while I was hesitating.
襲われた？
Attacked?
はい。
Yeah.
炎を
By a
操る
psychic with the
力を
power
持
to
った
control
女に。
fire. Kurisu's expression started to cloud over.
だから
Come on,
アニメ
Arimura. Shut
余計な
up.
こと言うなよ
I glared at her, but Arimura just shook her head.
こういう時は
At times like
変に
this,
隠
you
すと
try
か
to
えって
hide
嘘っぽく
things.
なるんですよ。
This makes it
先
sound
輩
like you're lying,
相手に
senpai.
も余計な
It
心
only
配を
make
かけま
people
す。
worry more. True.
つーか
And besides,
宮代先
even
輩
without
の
my
嘘って
power,
私
it's
の
easy
能
to
力なん
tell
かな
when
くて
you're
も分
lying,
かりやすいで
Miyashita
すし。
senpai. I mean,
有村さんの言う
Arimura
通り
sounds
だわ。
right. Just tell me the
ちゃんと話して。
truth, okay? I guess I didn't have a choice. I told Kurisu what had just happened, carefully choosing my words so as not to scare her. While I spoke, I had flashbacks to the terror that I'd felt during the attack. And my voice started to shake. But I couldn't help that.
ということで
So we don't know why
理由は
either,
僕たちにも
but she
わから
was
ないんだ
definitely after us.
でもあの女は間違いなく僕たちを狙ってきた
And everything I said sounded unrealistic, even to me. But Kurisu intently listened to every word. She just sat there and listened.
宮代
Miyashita
先輩。
senpai. Arimura suddenly looked at me and spoke.
見えますかそれ。
Can you see that? Huh? Only then did I notice it. I've been so busy talking that I hadn't noticed, but something had appeared in the corner of my eye.
これは
That's... When I remember the terror I'd felt during the attack, had I brought this back as well? There's no mistaking it.
ディソード
A D-sword. I whispered the words to myself and tried to visualize it more clearly. And then... the hazy, indistinct image began to take shape. I reached out my hand toward the bizarre object. But...
なんだこれ
what's going on?
どういうことだ
For some reason, I couldn't touch it.
タクル？
Takaru,
何をし
what
て
are
い
you
るの？
doing?
剣があるんだ
There's a sword right there.
剣？
A sword?
やっぱり出
I
せるように
figured
な
you
ったん
learned
で
how
す
to
ね。
manifest your own
自分の
D-sword
ディソー
now.
ド。
Arimura said.
自分の
My own D-sword?
はい。
That's right.
それが
That's your
先輩の
D-sword,
ディソードです
senpai.
よ。ディソード。
D-sword. An illusory sword that could only be seen by those with the power to make delusions real.
僕は
And then I have a
やっぱり
psychic
能力者
after all.
なのか
だからずっと
And
言
that's
っ
what
て
I've
る
been
じゃない
telling
で
you
す
this
か。
whole
そうだ
time.
って。
じゃあさっき
And
の
then
女
that woman
あれは
was
やっぱり
after me.
僕を
だと思
I
い
think
ます。
so. Of course.
私を狙っ
It's
た可
possible
能
that
性
she was after
ももち
me
ろんありま
too.
すけど。
I think she was after both of you. And what I've been afraid of had become real. That woman. Her eyes. Her appearance. And her flames. And the burn marks on our bodies told me that this wasn't a dream. It was real. At this rate, I would be killed like the victims in Don't Look and Revolving Dead. Why? Why was this happening to me?
有村さん
Anime-san. Kurisu suddenly interrupted our conversation.
なんで
What
し
is
ょう
it?
あなたの知っている
Can
こ
you
と
tell me everything you know?
全部私に教えて。
Huh?
どうしてですか
Why?
誰が何
I'm
のた
going
め
to
に
find out who's
こんな事
behind these
件を起こしてい
murders
るのか
and why they're
調べる
doing
の。
this.
おい
What? Stunned, I leaned closer to Kurisu.
お前
You told me so many
事件に関わ
times
るな
not
って
to get
ずっと言って
involved.
でももう
It's too
遅いん
late
で
for
しょ
that now.
この先
There's
も
a chance they
タ
might
クル
come
や有
after
村
the
さんが
two
狙
of
われ
you.
るかもしれないのよね。
クルス
I noticed earlier that something seemed a little off about Kurisu. She told me so many times not to get involved in anything dangerous that I was sure when I told her what had happened tonight she'd freak out. And that's why even when I'd fled here, I still hadn't wanted to see her. But after I had told her, instead of looking angry or raising her voice, her expression was firm and resolved.
あのね、
Listen, Takuru.
セリカから聞いてる
Serika
か
may
も
have
しれない
told
けど
you, but there's something I want to
話しておきたいことが
talk
あ
to
るの。
you about. Oh,
ああ
yeah.
実は
And
私
there's actually something I haven't
あな
told
たに言っ
you.
てないことがあって。
言ってない
Something you haven't told me. I felt a sudden pain in my heart. Her words reminded me of last time, when I was told that my parents were murdered. When I found out that the family rule at the Alba dorm, that nobody kept secrets from each other, didn't apply to me, or just everyone else. When I found out that I was the one person who was different from the rest of my family, and I knew Kurisu had remembered it too. She had almost brought herself to the verge of saying something, but her memories came back and stopped her. She kept opening and closing her mouth, only to finally fall silent. I almost never saw her like this.
クルス
Kurisu,
僕な
don't
ら
worry about
大
me.
丈夫だ
I balled my hands tightly into fists, as if I was trying to tell this to myself too.
今の僕
I'm
は
not
あの
the
時とは
same person
違
I
うよ
was before.
多分
Probably.
だから聞かせて
So
くれ
tell me.
タクル
Was I just imagining things? Or did Kurisu's eyes got a little wet? I couldn't bear to look at her, so I continued.
とにかく
Anyway,
その
I need
言
to
ってな
hear
いこ
what
と
it
っ
is
ての
that
は
you
聞かない
haven't
と
told me.
何が何だか
Otherwise, I
わか
won't
んな
know
いだ
what's
ろ
going on. So true.
そう
You're
ね
right. Yeah.
そうよね
I'm sorry.
ごめんなさい。
And then she slowly started to speak. This is what she said.
今度の事件
I'm involved with this case
私は
too.
無関係じゃないの。
I mean, you did get stabbed. I never thought that she would say something like that. Kurisu's involved in the case. And what does she even mean by that?
この前
That hospital
あ
you
なたた
snuck
ちが忍び
into
込んだっ
before.
ていう病院ね。
AH
AH
東京総
Tokyo
合
General
病院
Hospital?
ええ、
Yes,
その
that
病院の地下の
basement.
こと
I knew about it.
私前から知っていた。
は
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It was so sudden and surprising that I couldn't even follow it. In the basement under AH Tokyo General Hospital. She knew about that terrifying place. Why? How?
昔
A long time ago,
千里がね
Sunri. 南沢
南
Sunri.
沢千里のことよ。
南沢千里
I had to stop myself from reaching out and grabbing her by the shoulders.
どうして
How do you know
彼女
about her?
それは
That's
その
because, well... Kurisu paused and looked away. And then she showed me the phone in her hands.
これよ
Because of this. And there's a picture on her phone. A happy, smiling boy and two girls. The picture was old, but I recognized one of the girls as Kurisu, and the boy is Kawahara-kun. And there's also a girl with them who had very gloomy eyes. And it's without a doubt the girl whose data I've seen in the facility. The one called Minamisawa Senri. That's right. I remember. I knew I'd heard the name before.
どこかで聞いたことがあると思ったんだ
It was during the culture festival. Kawahara-kun had said.
特に
Especially me. And
俺
one
とあ
other
ともう
girl.
一人
Her name was
地震で
Minamisawa.
死んじまったけど
She died in the earthquake,
南沢って
but
やつ
before
は
that,
い
the
つも
three of
クリ
us
ス
were
と一緒
always
にいた
together.
3人でよくつるんでたんだよ
川原くんが言ってた
Kawahara-kun said you had a
南
friend
沢
named
って子が一緒だった
Minamisawa.
って
そう
And that's right.
この
The
写
three
真を
of
撮っ
us
た
used
頃
to
の
play
私たち
together.
はいつ
And
も
this
一緒
photo
に
was
遊んでい
taken
たの
out
よ
around that time. And Minamisawa Senri, who had been subjected to those awful human experiments, used to be Kurisu's friend.
千里はね
Senri used to go to that hospital
毎
once
週
a week,
日曜日に
every
あ
Sunday.
の病院に通っていたわ
じゃあ
Then you...
クルスは
The back of my throat had gone dry and hurt terribly.
クルスは
Then you knew what
あ
was
そこで
going on
何が
there.
行われていたのかも知ってたのか
Kurisu bit her lip and slowly nodded.
当時子供だっ
I
た
was just a
私には
child. There
どう
was
しよう
nothing
も
I
な
could
かった
do.
の
It was so unbelievably frustrating,
悔しくて
and it made me so
悲し
so
くて
sad. Kurisu looked down. Her face was twisted with pain, as if she was being tortured. She was a girl with a strong sense of right and wrong. Knowing that her friend was being experimented on must have been terrible for her. Did Kurisu maybe go through the same trauma that I did?
でも
But I'm not
今
a
はもう
child
子供
anymore.
じゃない
I can't
逃
keep
げるわ
running
けには
away
いか
from
ないわ
it. I
私
have to
も
know the truth about what's
事件
going
のこ
on.
とを知っておかなきゃいけないそうじゃないと
Otherwise, I can't protect
誰も
anyone.
守れない
クルス
有村さん
Animiri-san,
お願い
please, tell me
全部教
everything.
えて
Was that really the right thing to do? I'd put Kurisu in danger before. And now I was sending her down a dangerous path again.
仕方ないですね
We don't have a choice.
ちょ
Wait,
待ってくれ
Arimura.
有村
I tried to stop Arimura, but Kurisu cut me off.
ねえタクル
Hey, listen, Takaru.
今日あなたた
I
ち
don't
に
know
怪我
who
をさ
hurt
せ
you
たの
two
が誰な
today,
のか
but they might come
それは
back,
わからないわ
right?
けどまた襲ってくる可能性があるんでしょ何も知ら
If
な
I
いま
don't
まじ
know
ゃ
what's going on, I
私は
can't
何
do
もしてあ
anything
げ
to
られない
help you. All
た
I
だ
can
うろ
do
たえ
is
るだ
be
けで
afraid and
何
helpless.
もでき
I
ない
don't want that.
そんなの嫌なのよ だから
So, tell me
全部聞かせて。
everything.
私にも。羨ましいで
I'm
す
so
ね。
jealous.
いえ、なんでもないです。
So,
で、
can I tell
クルス
Kurisu
先輩に
senpai?
話しちゃってもいいんですか？
Yeah. I slowly nodded.
でも有村、
But Arimura,
クルスを
before we
巻き
get
込む前
Kurisu
に
involved, can I
一つだ
ask
け
you one
聞いてもいい
thing?
か？
私に
And that
ですか？
is,
僕はお
I
前
don't
のこと
really
ま
know
だよ
much
くわからな
about
い。
you. Honestly,
正
I
直
don't know if I can really
信
trust
じて
you.
いいのかどうかも。
なるほど。
I see.
そうでしょうね。
That makes sense.
でもなんてい
But
うか、
right now, it
今は
doesn't seem like
悪い
you're
や
a
つじゃ
bad
ないような
person,
気がしてるん
so
だ。
I wanted to ask you.
だから聞いておきたいんだけど、
だから
Ask me
何
why.
をです？
お前は少なくとも
If nothing
そ
else,
の
you're not our enemy.
僕らの敵じゃないんだよな。 お前のせいで
No one I care about
僕
is
の
going
大
to
事な
die
誰かが
because of
死ん
you,
だりしないよ
right?
な。
Arimura thought for a moment as she looked at me and Kurisu in turn. And then,
まあ、
No,
さっきは
you
宮
just
代
saved
先
my
輩に
life
助
back
けてもら
there.
いましたし、
I don't think it would
恩
be
を
right
穴
to
で
hurt
返
you
すっ
after
てのも
that.
どうかと思
So
う
I
んで、
swear it.
誓っときます。私のこ
I'm
と
on
は
your guys'
先
side.
輩たちの味方だと思ってて問題ないですよ。
そっか。
Okay.
おっと、
Oh,
ただ
but I
し
hate it
ベ
when
タベタ
people
なり
get
合ったりす
clingy
る
and
のと
super
か大
friendly,
嫌いなん
so
で、
keep
そ
that in
の辺は
mind.
よろしく。
And then she smiled just a little. And that's probably the first time I ever saw her genuinely smile. Cute. October 12th, 2015, Monday. Shinjo looked up at the huge white building and sighed loudly. The AH Tokyo General Hospital. After Kurisu's report, he decided to visit it himself. It was almost midnight. Visiting hours were long over, and he didn't have an official warrant. He was here entirely of his own volition. But as he saw it, he was never getting a warrant the usual way, so this was his only shot. Normally, he'd want to slowly, painstakingly build up a case, but it seemed to him that searching this hospital was so important there just wasn't time to spare. First, I need to see if what Kunosato Mio said is true. If I could do that, I should be able to get as many warrants as I want. After his own investigations, he found that something strange had started happening here in 2007, 2 years before the earthquake. At the time, there was a treatment facility in Shibuya called the Arc Heart Medical Association that was involved with some kind of cult. On the surface, it was a mental health clinic staffed with talented doctors from university hospitals. There was no way to know what they'd actually been doing, but evidently, some people had suspected that they were brainwashing troubled patients. But suddenly, the facility was reborn as a hospital with a non-profit assisted living facility. And all the doctors that Arc Heart Medical had fired were rehired at AH Tokyo General Hospital. And then 6 years ago, there was a new generation madness. The fifth victim in that case. Takashi Fumio, the victim of the so-called dumb school case, he had been kept alive for a week after his brain was removed. Had worked at AH Tokyo General Hospital. What's with all these creepy coincidences? There was too much that seemed suspicious. What do you get done at a time like this? And then he shook his head. Do it your own way, that's what he would have said.
Either way, Shinjo knew that if he could get proof of what was in this facility's basement, the case would take a whole different turn. Even if there was something big lurking in the shadows behind this case, if he presented inconceivable proof, the police would have no choice but to act. It wasn't just about the facility after all. There were a lot of people involved too. The lives and dignity of the victims who had been turned into test subjects also mattered. Experimenting on humans, disgusting. Every year, almost 100,000 people went missing. If some of them had been forced into these experiments, that was a big problem. Okay, let's get this over with. His voice was somehow relaxed, yet driven, as he headed into the hospital. He learned to memorize the location of the facility from Kunosato. He snuck in from the ER loading zone and headed to the basement. The temperature there was clearly different from the areas before. And then he went to the autopsy room. If I remember right, this is where the entrance is. He opened the breaker box and saw the card reader inside. So this is it. He held the card key that Kunosato had given him. And he heard the sound of an opening door. Let me see. So something's big's happening here. Something's big's. Let me see. So something big's happening here. There we go. There's a hidden staircase in the back of the autopsy room. And part of him hadn't believed it until he'd seen it for himself, but now he was essentially sure. A normal hospital wouldn't need something like this. Shinjo stopped for a moment to take a breath, then headed down the stairs. And there's an old hallway at the bottom. It smelled like mold and dust. When he turned on his pen light, he saw that it was an old facility, and the walls were falling apart. This place is still being used. If no one visits a building, it rots away. Unless someone uses it every day, it won't last long. But this place was different. It was old, but it was old, but he was nearly certain someone was using it. He set it up this way. Shinjo followed the directions that Kunosato had given him as he headed toward his goal. His first stop was the monitoring room, which would have critical information on the facility. He wanted the data on the computer there. And then he wanted to find the room where the victims of the experiments were being kept. He turned down many corridors as he headed for his destination. The cell-like rooms he saw on the way concerned him, but they could wait until later. Right now, his biggest job was to get the evidence he needed. This must be the place. Shinjo finally found the spot he was looking for. He used his keycard to unlock the door. Then he swallowed and put his hand on the doorknob. When he got inside, he saw... What? Damn it! He quickly ran to the other room, the prison where Yamazawa Yuki had kept the test subjects. You're kidding me. This can't be. It can't be. He quickly found the room and flung open the door. And then he stood still in astonishment. There was nothing there. No victims, no beds. None of the things that Kunasato had told him about. The monitoring room had been empty too. There were no security cameras, no computers, nothing at all. All that remained was the simple fact that there was nothing left at all. Herm.
Nah, Miyashiro. 部活行くんだろ?
Hey Miyashiro, I'm going to the club today, right? I haven't saved all streams, so I'm just going to... Just in case, because I know shit likes to get fucked. We were officially in chapter 7. I will read until we get to the title card, though, this time. And of course, I want to go over a lot of things with the case. Okay, let's go. No, sorry, go on ahead without me. You got something to do? Well, I'm on cleaning duty today. I pointed to the other students who were moving the desk and sweeping the floors. Yeah, but you know, how do they make the students do the cleaning? Probably so they don't have to hire janitors. That's just a guess, though. You said it. It's only a few countries, including Japan, that make their students do the cleaning. No, stop. Don't need to hear it. Okay, see you later. Oh. Sheesh. Time to get this finished and head to the club room. I saw a scrap of paper lying on the floor next to the garbage bin. Someone had probably tried to throw it in the wastebasket and missed, then left it there. I really wish they'd think about the people that had to do the cleaning before they did that. I took a quick look around. There's another student named Tanaka-san right nearby who was mopping up the floor. Fortunately, there was no one else around. Okay, let's try this. I visualized the scrap of paper lifting off the ground. This is more difficult than you'd think. If you lost your concentration for even a moment, it wouldn't work. Well, can I do it? I took the scene I'd imagined and tried to strike Tanaka-san with it. And then... Yes. And the scrap of paper floated upward, just like I'd imagined. And then it floated into the garbage can. Nice. I mean, I can't blame him, but damn, dude. He did a little victory pose. Huh? Tanaka-san was looking around in surprise. She looked at me, a little afraid. Hey, Miyashiro-kun. Yes? No, what is it? Did I just see a piece of paper move into the garbage can on its own? Huh? The way his voice actor delivered the line is perfect. Like, you know, it went in without anybody touching it. No way. You must have been mistaken. Oh, yeah. I guess you're right. Still, she stared at the garbage can, unsatisfied. I'd like to go throw out the garbage. Is that okay? Huh? Yeah. Sorry. I took the garbage can out into the hallway. More.
I want to use this power more. Oh, buddy. Chapter 7, The Resistance 2. In time for the eroding past.
みんな揃ってるか?
We will find out more next time. I'll save over this. That's fine. Yippee! I think Takaru will get his D-Sword faster than Takumi did in Chaos Head. Especially if he's already just casually, you know, moving over garbage into the can. You know? But we'll see, we'll see. If memory serves right, Takumi didn't get his D-Sword finally until the final chapter. His sword is also cooler. Okay, bud. But that's just a theory. A game theory. I don't know. Bloop. Let's get into the disc screen. Oh, it's kind of messed up on the vertical screen. Let me fix that. My little guy's too little. Oop. Hello. I got this. There we go. There we go. Blah. You love cool imaginary swords? Me too. I kind of want to, like, think up of a design for, like, what would be my own D-Sword if I were in the game type thing. I don't know, though. We'll see. I got so many other shit to do. We'll see. I might not have the time to. That would be rad. We'll see. How many times will I say we'll see? A lot. Start a counter in chat now. Just kidding. I'm still enjoying the story. I hope you guys are also enjoying it. Oh man. Y'all will be doing chapter 7 next time. And there's only 10 total chapters for the normal route. So we're like almost to our first ending. That's crazy. Casually looks at calendar. Yeah, if I don't end up having to like cancel a stream on, or shit, no, I am canceling a stream next week. Fuck, okay. We're not right, because next week is the 14th, so there actually won't be a Saturday stream next Saturday. Unfortunately, I have plans. So we won't be getting our first ending before the new year, because there's only 2 Saturdays after that in December. Unless I'm feeling silly goofy and do more of the story anyways. There's no rush though, so I probably won't do that. Anyways, but yeah, I really don't know what to expect from the first ending too, but I also don't know what to expect from this coming chapter either. So, we'll just have to wait and see what happens, methinks. I got no thoughts in my head. Huh. What else is new? Now, I know most of the active chatters right now are on Twitch, but I would like to say that I am proud of the stream title on YouTube, specifically like the horizontal, not the vertical. The vertical is like, vertical stream, because I don't think anyone that ends up with the vertical stream is gonna see that necessarily. Anyways, spaces out. Trying to figure out who I want to raid. I don't really have any other thoughts about the game, but if you guys do, feel free to share them right now while I'm hunting down a raid victim. And if you don't come up with thoughts to share before then, you just can share them in the Discord. That's fine. Who to raid? I might keep it easy and just raid Daifuku. You would kill for Arimita? Honestly, fair. Understandable. She's a good girl. But yeah, I guess the plan is to raid Daifuku. They are currently playing some Street Fighter 6, just in time for the new patch apparently. I don't know, I don't go there. But blah blah blah. Thank you guys so much for joining as always. I do appreciate it. Tomorrow, we will be back for more Somnium Files. I know we didn't do that last week, but honestly kind of worked out because now I don't have a video to edit tomorrow and I have to focus on finals shit screams. You like all the characters from the game so far, which is refreshing given Chaos Head. That's fair. Remember to hydrate and get a daily dose of happiness. That is really cute and sweet of you, Flower. You as well. I have actually been doing pretty good about staying hydrated, despite the fact that I have a Red Bull right now. I digress. I will catch you all next time. Be it tomorrow or sometime next week. Yeah. Until then, though. Bye. Yeah. Boy.